Hello and welcome back to 90 Seconds Healthcare. I'm with you, Samer Ellahham, cardiologist, interested in improvement, quality, and digital health. Our topic today is on Metaverse in cardiology, or what we call the Cardioverse. It's going to be introductory, but I hope you'll find it interesting and hopefully you can like us, follow us, and communicate with us. So the term metaverse was first described in around 1992 in a science fiction model as an internet-connected, immersive virtual universe that served as an alternate reality. You can feel free to read the very well-known novel, or just kind of please remember that this is where the name came from. And as you probably know, this became quite famous, and I'll tell you more about it as we move on. So, meta is from the Greek word which is after or beyond. Verse is universe. So, basically, it's a virtual word. A metaverse is a network of 3D virtual worlds focused on social connections. So, it's kind of an interesting concept that may have several applications. One of them is in healthcare and in cardiology. And many of you may have used it for entertainment or other indications. This is while I was having a course with our colleague in INSEAD, and it really is quite impressive. This was mostly used for augmented reality, but from an educational standpoint, simulation standpoint, interaction standpoint, engagement standpoint, it can be quite powerful. So again, meta refers to a virtual space that is beyond the physical world. Verse is, virtual world. Avatar is a term that you will hear quite often when you're talking about digital health or specifically metaverse. It's a digital representation of a person or even a character that can be used to interact with other people in a virtual environment. So please remember Avatar, it may have significant implications in healthcare in the future. Blockchain is a research interest with my amazing colleagues at Khalifa University in the United Arab Emirates. It's a digital record of transactions that is managed and verified by a network of computers rather than a central authority. So it's basically a decentralized system. NFTs, I'm sure you've heard about NFTs, the digital assets that are quite unique and cannot be exchanged for other assets. Augmented reality and virtual reality, so the AR and the VR. AR is a type of technology that enhances the real world with digital information and graphics. And this is what we've used quite a bit when we are doing educational sessions. Virtual reality is a computer-generated simulation. It's actually virtual, as the name implies, a three-dimensional environment that can be interacted with in a seemingly real or physical way by a person using special electronic environment or equipment. So this is the virtual reality, the augmented reality. If this is not clear, kind of because this comes up quite a bit when we discuss metaverse, the distinction is that AR, which is augmented reality, uses a real world setting, while VR is completely virtual, as the name implies. AR or augmented reality users can control their presence in the real world. VR users or virtual reality are controlled by the system. Metaverse is basically you are entering the internet instead of logging into the internet. That's why it can be very powerful if used appropriately, obviously. VR or virtual reality requires a headset device, at least so far, but AR can be accessed with a smartphone. AR enhances both the virtual and real world, this is augmented one, while VR only enhances a fictional reality. And I think It's become self-explanatory. And please remember, these can be used either for simulation, which is amazing. We very strongly feel that in the field of education, simulation, especially in healthcare and specifically in cardiology, cardiac surgery, vascular surgery, etc., it can be very powerful. But even when, operations are being done, it can also augment reality in a way that is very promising, at least so far. So my research interests had moved from artificial intelligence into blockchain, especially with my colleagues in this journal and Dr. Khalid Salah, professor at Khalifa University. And these are some of the work. And again, you can see the great names that we work with. Again, the great name that we work with, then the NFTs, but really Metaverse so powerful. And this is from this paper that you can look at if you like. And, again, this is a model of how, you can have a flow that can be quite interesting. You can have a doctor avatar, a patient avatar. This can be quite interactive. The simulation can be remarkable. It can be used for A, education, B, communication, three, making the experience as real as possible. As I always talk about, keep me safe, heal me, and be kind to me, but very importantly, engage me. So the engagement of the patient is likely to be extremely powerful, specifically also in the field of telemedicine and telehealth. Now, in the field of cardiology, for the interest of time, I want us to be light as much as possible. Medical education is probably the single most interesting and promising area, but also virtual consultation, even interventions, and the field can grow in ways that we can't even imagine at this time. This is a very powerful way for education. And as clear as it could be, think about it as anatomy, think about it as procedure, think about it with so many applications in the field of cardiology, cardiac surgery. This is kind of a series of possible ways how this can be used. You can use it for lecture series, hands-on training courses, conference attendance. There was in 2023, perhaps the first conference in cardiology that was metaverse based. The smartphone apps, the instant messaging of data, the portable imaging, the virtual clinics, which are very promising and can be as real as possible and can markedly increase efficiency, increase safety, at least as a potential. We still need proof that that is the case, but also could be from a business standpoint very promising. Also having communities, to interact and learn. Again, virtual reality spaces, digital avatar. You can have echocardiography, catheter, MRI, imaging. I mean, the sky is the limit, really. Very, very promising. Everything has to be regulated. Security and privacy is key, and the user's rights have to be protected. So these things are definitely not negotiable. So, in summary, metaverse, specifically in the field of cardiology, but in general in healthcare, is very promising. We very briefly discussed the potential of having virtual medical visits, AR, VR interventions. It can enhance medical educations in ways you cannot imagine. Obviously, this will be supported by blockchain, AI, and many of the other digital aspects that we discussed. Otherwise, anything and everything, specifically digital health and metaverse, has got to be regulated not only locally, regionally, but globally. Security and privacy is key, and user rights have to be protected. The takeaways are that metaverse in general has the potential to reshape and transform the way people interact and perform their daily tasks anywhere. But specifically in the field of healthcare, a metaverse is the digital three-dimensional universe that can be quite cutting edge and promising in healthcare. Specifically, Cardioverse in the field of heart disease will introduce very promising dimensions for the physicians, the trainees, and obviously the patient. Applications are probably unlimited, but things we can think about is medical education, telemedicine, telehealth, again training, healthcare supply chain, healthcare facility, even in the fitness and the wellness. Please remember, healthcare is quite reactive, not proactive. Healthcare is sick care, not healthcare. We may have the potential by using these tools, if appropriately used, to make it a lot more proactive, keep the patient safe, heal them, be kind to them, and very importantly, create a major interaction where the patients, the persons, the communities are significantly more interactive. With you was Samer Ellahham, cardiologist, quality improvement person and champion, and very importantly, a digital health lover, and quite interested to communicate with you, collaborate with you, as I collaborated with my colleagues at Khalifa University, that I give them so much credit for the great work we were able to do, and also other colleagues. Please interact with us if you like what we do, whether it is in healthcare, cardiology, quality improvement, or digital health. Please follow us, subscribe to us, share what we are presenting, hit the like button, and we always like to hear from your comments. This is a voluntary goal that we have in increasing health literacy, and this world is becoming a very small community. Again, with you, Samer Ellahham, and I thank you. Have a great day, or great evening, or great night, wherever you are. Take care. Bye.